Following a period of rest and recovery from their opening day win against Fulham, the Manchester United players have returned to Carrington training ground to begin preparations for their first away trip of the season against the tricky Brighton and Hove Albion at the Amex Stadium. Despite no new signings arriving at the Theatre of Dreams in recent days, the current squad is continuing to improve, particularly under manager Erik ten Hag. The manager was relieved after the opening win, confirming there were no new injury concerns. Therefore, the focus of attention for fans is on the current squad's fitness and the latest news from Carrington training ground. Firstly, Jadon Sancho has returned to training. This season is a battle for survival for the strongest players, but I can only put 20 players in the team, and I have to make choices. Jadon had an ear infection last week and was not 100% fit for this match. He could play, but I have to make the best choices for the team. Manchester United has to rotate because we can't play every game with the same team. Opportunities will come for every player. This quote by Erik ten Hag reveals the status of Jadon Sancho, who was absent from the Fulham match. Currently, the future of the English star is under discussion, as Old Trafford management are looking to sell him to reinvest in the squad. However, no clubs have expressed interest in the former Borussia Dortmund star. However, in the latest training session at Carrington, we saw the return of the number 25 jersey, indicating that he has fully recovered and is ready to play on Saturday. Whether the Dutch manager will include him in the starting lineup depends on several factors. Notably, the manager has been trying out the 2000-born forward in the number 9 position throughout the summer. In the first game of the season, the former Ajax manager used Marcus Rashford and Amad Diallo, but neither of them was really effective. Alejandro Garnacho also failed to make an impact when he was brought on. Thankfully, new signing Joshua Zirkzee shone at the right moment, securing 3 points for the Red Devils. Therefore, Jadon Sancho has a chance to start if his teammates don't meet the requirements. This is also the moment for fans to see the attitude of the 24-year-old. Will he be fully committed to Manchester United, work hard to improve himself, or will he again bring immense disappointment as before? The future of the English player remains uncertain, but with the current situation, it's difficult for him to find a new club, and he will likely play the whole season for the Old Trafford club. Secondly, Facundo Pellistri's final training session. The legendary "here we go" phrase from transfer expert Fabrizio Romano once again rings out, this time with news related to Manchester United, but not regarding a new signing. It's the case of Facundo Pellistri joining Panathinaikos in a deal worth €6 million with add-ons if the Greek side sell him in the future. Panathinaikos manager Diego Alonso is the driving force behind the transfer. While they may not have received the initial €10 million asking price, this is an acceptable price for the young talent from South America. 4 years ago, he joined the Theatre of Dreams from Peñarol in a deal worth over €10 million, but rarely got a chance to play. He was even loaned to Alaves in Spain. Facundo Pellistri has made 13 appearances in all competitions last season, mostly as a substitute. Although he put in a lot of effort, his impact was minimal. This is why the Red Devils decided to push the transfer through to clear the squad, making way for new signings to improve the quality of the team. In the latest training session, the Uruguayan star appeared alongside his teammates. He said goodbye before embarking on his journey to the land of the gods. Despite failing to showcase his talent at Old Trafford, the 2001-born player maintains his enthusiasm and admirable fighting spirit. This is why he has earned the love of many fans. Facundo Pellistri's final training session surely evoked many emotions for him and the entire team. We wish the 22-year-old success in this new chapter of his career. Once a Red Devil, always a Red Devil, and his path is still long. Play well to rise to bigger clubs in Europe. Thirdly, the young faces appearing. One of the hallmarks of Manchester United under Erik ten Hag is the inclusion of young players in the first-team training sessions. According to the list published at the beginning of the season, Harry Amas and Toby Collier are expected to be regular members of the squad. Although their chances of playing are slim, they will offer Erik ten Hag some options. In the latest training session, defender Rhys Bennett was the latest addition to the training ground. He had the opportunity to play in the pre-season tour and is one of Manchester United's promising defenders. However, his chances of getting on the pitch are not high, as Harry Maguire just had a superb performance. Meanwhile, Matthijs de Ligt is still there, along with the veteran Johnny Evans. This season, the Dutch manager promises to bring more young players from the academy to train with the first team. He will also reassess the players from the U18 and U21 squads before recruiting more outstanding players, such as the recent case of Chido Obi Martin. While Manchester United's squad currently seems stable, with no major injuries, there is less presence of young players in training. However, this is also the time for the former Ajax manager to accurately assess who will follow in the footsteps of Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho to become key players in the squad. Harry Amas, Toby Collier, and Rhys Bennett are chosen players. In the recent period, with Victor Lindelof, Luke Shaw, and Tyrell Malacia unable to return, we hope that the young players at the Carrington Academy will strive to impress Erik ten Hag and make the most of their opportunity to train with the first team, securing their future at the club. Erik ten Hag is not afraid to give opportunities to anyone, but the important thing is to show your worth, as Kobbie Mainoo has done. A new generation is taking shape at the Theatre of Dreams. Fourthly, Casemiro is back in form. One of the positions that Old Trafford needs to strengthen is central midfield. Casemiro had a decent performance against Fulham, but in many instances, he struggled to keep up with opponents or looked out of breath in speed contests. Relying on the Brazilian midfielder for the entire season would be like playing a risky game. However, before Manuel Ugarte arrives, Erik ten Hag still needs the services of the former Real Madrid player, who is highly motivated to prove himself in training by constantly engaging in tackles and showcasing other skills, such as passing and supporting attacks. Perhaps the 1992-born player understands his situation, and he has to try his best to leverage his value. Competition always benefits the team, and Casemiro and Harry Maguire are the prime examples. If the 32-year-old rediscovers some of his peak form, it would be fantastic for Manchester United in this season's journey. Before the arrival of new signings at the Theatre of Dreams, will the number 18 maintain his consistent form and be ready to challenge anyone who wants to take his spot? The Dutch coach is probably the happiest person because he considers the player from Brazil an important factor in balancing the team, providing a launchpad for Kobbie Mainoo and Bruno Fernandes to unleash their potential, creating dangerous situations whenever supporting the attack. Casemiro also has a very valuable weapon, aerial ability, and effective long-range shots. But he didn't show this against Fulham, missing quite a few chances. If he improves in this area, Manchester United will have more diverse attacking options, finding ways to solve matches if they get stuck. Fifthly, Matthijs de Ligt could start. Among the new signings at Old Trafford, excluding Lenny Yoro, who won't return until November, Matthijs de Ligt has played the fewest minutes. In the match against Fulham, Harry Maguire's outstanding performance gave the Dutch centre-back limited chances. However, in the latest training session, the England international participated in light training to recover, as his fitness is still not fully stable. Harry Maguire is not injured, but I had to take him off due to some issues. Before he got injured, precautions are necessary. Victory is of course very important, but I am very happy that there are no injuries today, said Erik ten Hag, revealing the status of the former Leicester City star. He has not yet recovered, and the manager arranged for Matthijs de Ligt to train with the starting lineup to face the attacking players in the team. Could this be a sign that the new signing from Bayern Munich could start on Saturday? He has regained his fitness and had more time to integrate with the team, so fans are eagerly anticipating the combination of number 4 and Lisandro Martinez. Could they form the top centre-back pairing for Manchester United this season? Their skills and fighting spirit have been proven. Brighton is not an easy opponent, especially with the home advantage in this round. But if the defence featuring Matthijs de Ligt helps the Red Devils keep a clean sheet and win all 3 points, it would be a crucial mark for the 1999-born player to establish his worth and be ready to compete for a starting spot with any star. You have just watched a production of United TV. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, support the TV production team by liking and subscribing and turning on notifications to not miss the latest videos on the channel. For now, goodbye and see you again.